Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking at the solution to the problem GCD operations from the CodeChef September lunchtime. Coming on to the question, we're given a sequence A consisting of n elements. The element at index I is equal to I. On this sequence, we can perform an operation which is defined as selecting two valid indices I and j and replacing the element at indices I and j by the greatest common divisor of the two elements. Along with this, we're given another sequence B consisting of n elements, and we need to tell if it is possible to convert the sequence A to sequence B. Coming on to the input and output, so if it is possible to convert the sequence A to B, we'll be giving the output as yes, else we'll be returning a no. The constraints on n are of the range 10 to the power of 4. So for this we'll be requiring a solution which is in big O of n or more efficient. Before moving on to the sample test cases, we must understand the basic concept behind GCD. GCD of any two numbers is defined as the largest positive integer which divides both the two numbers. So GCD of A and B would be the largest positive integer which divides both A and B. Here we're given GCD of 1 and 2 would be as 1, GCD of 2 and 4 would be 2. The important point to note here is that the GCD of any two numbers will be a number which is divisible by both of the numbers. So in our question, we are given a sequence A and we need to tell if it is possible to convert to a sequence B by performing the operations of replacing the two indices in A by the GCD of the two numbers. So suppose we want to replace this number by a new desired element here. This can only be done by taking the GCD of two elements and replacing both of these elements by the GCD of the two numbers present on these indices. So for this, the GCD of any of these two numbers must be the number which is given in the desired element. So another way to look at this solution would be that the number which is present in the desired sequence must be a divisor of the element which needs to be changed. So now we'll be looking at the sample test cases to understand this. So here we can see that we need to change 4 such that it becomes 2. This will only be possible if we take the GCD of any two numbers and replace it by the value 2. Looking in the first test case, we can see that we need to change this element to 2. However, GCD of any number with 3 will never be 2 since it is. So basically what we are doing is, if the element in the given sequence is divisible by the element in the desired sequence, only then we will be able to replace. So for this we cannot replace since 3 is not divisible by 2, whereas for this we can replace since 4 can be divisible by 2. We'll now move on to the algorithm. We'll be maintaining a flag and keeping it as 1. Then we'll be iterating over the sequence. Since the sequence A is just the n elements, we'll be for each of the ith element we'll be checking if it is divisible by the element which is present in a desired array. So for the case in which it is not divisible, we'll be changing the flag value to 0. After iterating over all the elements, we'll be checking in the end if the flag is 1, then we can see that there is no element which cannot be changed, and hence we'll be giving the output as yes. In the case in which there is some element which is not divisible by the element which is given in our desired array, in that case we'll be printing no, since it is not possible to obtain the sequence B. That's it for this question. See you on the next one.